When I first started my business, when I first started this journey, I wanted to find a way where I could make money doing something that I really enjoyed doing, that I was passionate about. So it's 2024 and you haven't started a business yet, probably because you're procrastinating. Like I once did many years ago. I couldn't figure out what business model to go down, what path to take. I needed a roadmap in order to get started. And so in this video, I'm going to walk you through a very simple roadmap that is going to allow you to start a business in 2024 from nothing. So back when I first started learning how to make money online, how to create an online income or revenue stream, I always felt like I had to pick the perfect business model, and I felt like I needed a step-by-step roadmap in order to achieve the goals. And so I would look at people on YouTube, people on social media, I would see what they're doing, and then I'd try and determine if they are someone that I should emulate or model or copy, and also if the business model that they follow is something that I could also follow myself. Because when I first started my business, when I first started this journey, I wanted to find a way where I could make money doing something that I really enjoyed doing, that I was passionate about. And unfortunately in business, that's not always the case, or at least that is what many people will tell you. But I'm a big believer of figuring out a way to make money online, doing something that you are passionate about, that you do enjoy, that brings fulfillment as well. Because what's the point of building a business and doing things every day and building that over many years if you don't enjoy doing it, if you don't enjoy working in it? Because the truth is, if you start a business, you're going to be working in it for a long time. That's at least what you should be considering. Most of these people that you see online who get overnight success, they weren't really successful overnight. It took many years of pain. They had to overcome a lot of obstacles. They had to fail many times and get back up again. And so when I think about it, if you're going to choose a business model, yes, there's many out there. You can copy them. You can copy many other people. You can follow their path. But is it something that you really want to do? Is it something that brings you fulfillment? This is one of the reasons why I don't do e-commerce. I never wanted to try it. I didn't want to do e-commerce, drop shipping, FBA, or any of those related things where you just sell a physical product. I have no interest in doing anything like that, and I never did, because I'm not interested in shopping. I'm not interested in retail. So I always wanted to choose a path or a business model that would bring me fulfillment whilst also allowing me to live the life that I truly dream of and that I imagined back then. And I'm glad to say that there is a business model that fit me perfectly, and it might fit you as well, especially if you're starting from nothing. Because if you go down one path, typically the e-commerce path or the FBA path, you usually need some capital to begin with. But if you have nothing, if you want to start a business this year and you're starting at zero, the best business model to follow, at least the best one that worked for me and my personality type and what I was most aligned with, was one where I'm able to deliver a service that doesn't cost me anything. So there is no capital to start this kind of business. So that makes it risk-free to begin with and to try. But also it's a business model that can morph and evolve into one where you're selling information. Because as you deliver a service, you make mistakes, you learn from those mistakes, and then you build a process or you come up with a proven process to guarantee results from delivering that service. And so over time, your model can transition into a bit of a hybrid where you're delivering a service as well as delivering information. And this is important because the hardest thing about growing a business is choosing a business model that is scalable. If you choose something that isn't going to be scalable and you have big dreams of traveling around the world, being location independent, but also being financially free, then you've better select the right business model that's going to enable you to do that. So selling services and information, those are the most scalable business models that are risk-free. They're also very easy for you to deliver to customers. I read recently that the creator economy is $1 trillion economy. So that means that anyone can join the creator economy and start making money from it. All you need to do is figure out what you know that other people don't and sell that as information. You only have to be 1 or 2 steps ahead of your customers to deliver information to them that's going to help them achieve a result. And that's the key here, whether you're selling a service or an informational product. You have to be able to deliver a result to your customers who are paying you money. Because at the end of the day, if they don't get a result, they're going to be left unhappy. You're going to look like a scammer or someone that isn't to be trusted. And for those reasons, it's going to damage your reputation. You're not going to get referrals, and it's going to be very hard for you to grow your business over the long term. And I found this out the hard way many years ago when I started a Facebook ads agency without having any knowledge about Facebook ads. Luckily for me, I'm not too bad at sales, so I was able to eventually sell someone on the idea of a Facebook ads service. So I'd run their Facebook ads, they'd be paying me a monthly fee. But the thing is, at the time, I decided to learn how to run Facebook ads myself, because back then I didn't really understand how to do drop servicing, which, if you're unfamiliar with the concept, is when you sell someone on a service and then you pay other experts who can deliver that service. So that means that you just take a margin. So if I was to charge a customer $2,000 a month to run their Facebook ads, I could take a chunk of that and give it to an expert who knows how to run Facebook ads, and then I just take the margin or the profit out of it. But I didn't know how to do that back then. And so I was running the Facebook ads for the client, and I realized that because I couldn't get results, it damaged my reputation. And it made it very difficult for me to scale my company. Not only because it damaged my reputation, but because I wasn't knowledgeable about how to do drop servicing or to use offshore talent to deliver a service. But from my experiences and from my failures over time, I've managed to build an agency where we can deliver a service that gets results. And by delivering that service, I can also help my clients by delivering them information. Again, the creator economy is a $1 trillion industry. It's a $1 trillion economy for you to enter into. So the best business model that I found worked for me, and one that I'd recommend anyone start, is one when you can sell a service that is going to help your customers get a result, and then from the knowledge and the experience that you attain after selling that service, you then turn it into a bit of a hybrid model where you're selling both a service and information to your customers. Like I said at the beginning of this video, it's low risk. You don't have to start with any cash. You can literally start from zero. All you need to do is be able to sell someone on a service that they need. And the way that you do that is going out into the market, surveying people, asking questions, doing a little bit of market research, learning how to sell an offer to someone. And if you're not familiar with Alex Hormozi's $100 million offers, I'd recommend you read that to learn how to create an offer that people want. And then once you have an offer, you can sell that. So if you're starting from scratch and you have no sales skills, obviously you need to figure out how to sell. I've got other content on my channel which teaches you a few of these things. But ideally, if you have an offer and then you can sell that offer, you can then deliver the service by drop servicing. So you hire offshore talent who can deliver the service. Once you start getting results, once you come across obstacles, you can then take that experience of overcoming those obstacles and sell it as information. So now you can charge higher prices, you can add more value to your clients in the future, and they also get to learn how you deliver the service, because at the end of the day, when it comes to delivering services, often people won't stay with you for a very long time. At least in the marketing space, in the agency space, I think the average retention rate is like 4 to 6 months. And the reason for that is because people want to bring many of those services in-house. And that makes a lot of sense, because if I'm paying an agency to run my Facebook ads over a period of many months, even if they're bringing me results, it would make more sense for me to hire someone offshore, train that person in running the Facebook ads for me, getting them up to the level of the agency, hopefully, and therefore it's going to cost me less, but it also means I can manage it better. Now, to some that might not make good financial sense, but that's how many of these decision makers think. It's much better to have something in-house because you can manage it. Now the question is, how do you actually deliver this? Like, how do you deliver a service and then information together? What tools, what software do you need, and things like that? Years ago when I started this journey, there wasn't that many tools. There wasn't that much software. And if there was, they were expensive and there was many different variations. So I'd have to have something to sell the information. I'd have to have something to bill people, something for invoices. There was all lots of individual pieces of software. Made it expensive, made it difficult, and it made it very tough to deliver a hybrid service. Luckily for you now, if you're just getting started, all you need is a school community. Now, school's a really good platform because you can send all your potential customers into one place. Back in the day, we used to have Facebook groups, but the problem with those is that they're on Facebook. Not many people really like using Facebook. There's a lot of spam, there's a lot of negativity. I mean, I could make a whole video on why Facebook is not a good place to have a group. And so what's happening now is many people are merging their Facebook groups into school, and they're creating a community of people who might potentially buy from them. So this is a good way for you to deliver both a service and an informational product together as a hybrid, because you have a classroom in your school community. So you can have different courses, and you can gate the courses depending on the membership level of your community. So if you've got a high ticket program, for example, maybe you're charging $1,000 a month, $12,000 for the year, those particular customers on that program get access to a very specific course, and only they can access it. Whereas everyone else in the community, they can access different courses that you allow them to access. So this makes it very easy for you to manage. It means that you can just pool everyone together. You get their email addresses when they join the community. They can access different courses. You can add value into the group, which warms them up, builds trust, shows that you're an authority. And over time, you can then sell people on your higher ticket programs. Or if you want, you can create lower ticket products and sell that into the community. Like I said, years ago, we didn't have anything like this. It was very hard to do, but now with school, it just makes everything far easier. So if you haven't got any money to start a business, I'd always recommend selling a service combined with information and then creating a school community where you can put all your potential customers and you can show that you know what you're talking about. Now, if you're interested in learning how to use school so that you can build your business and start making money online, I've got a masterclass that you can access for free by clicking the link in the description below this video. Now, that masterclass is about 1 hour and I go into detail on how you can plan your group, how you can get people in your group, pricing models, and then how you can monetize it and make as much money from that community as possible. So if you want access to that, click the link in the description below this video. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this, and I'll see you in the next one.